Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's been having a great day, week, as it has been a little bit since I posted some content. I got a lot of obligations coming up, so I really haven't been able to really get out and do a lot of purchasing and opening other boxes at the moment. So I'm hoping maybe in the next week things will settle down and I can get back to my life and enjoying. Ripping some packs open and seeing what kind of goodies we can get. What I wanted to do is actually I want to make this video just kind of share some of my personal collection. Of course, all of this is going to be my Kirill Kaprizov collection. And yeah, I just, because I am from Minnesota and I've just felt pretty lucky that we seem to have somebody who is a really good player in the league for a change. And but in any case, I mean, he's been very enjoyable to watch. So I figured I would just share some of the stuff that I've got. And starting with, I did pick up a good number of, well, it was pretty much a stack that I purchased all in one purchase from a local shop in Savage, so it was kind of like all in one deal. But I just kind of figured it was kind of cool. Whatever. I don't expect a whole lot of value out of these guys, but the Russian cards, of course. But moving on to some of the other ones here, we've got from the Upper Deck, the National Hockey Card Day. And we can move on to some of the other releases in the extended. Of course, I don't recall if I really paid this much for it, but like I said, it was a lot of things that were in stacks that I just purchased in bulk. So, but yeah, moving on. Dazzler I did pick up off of eBay pretty cheap. Wasn't entirely happy with this because the edge on this guy was not very well cut, so not really something that could be submitted for grade. And I do like to do grading regardless of really the overall value. I like to protect the cards long term. Of course, I do love having some PSA 10s. There is that, which I am going to try and add a picture. If I do it right, I'll try to have it right up in here. But it is of my Kirill Kaprizov authentic Fanatics Adidas jersey, and obviously autographed. It is the 2020 year badge, so it does prove that it is his rookie year. So I picked up one of the badges off eBay. I also got the 20-year badge puck autographed. And had this custom framed by a friend of mine who owns a framing shop in Eden Prairie. Did a remarkable job, shadow boxed, and of course I also mounted it with the two Young Guns and the Canvas Young Gun rookies, all of which are PSA 10. But yeah, I mean, it just came out really, really beautiful. Absolutely thrilled by it. Of course, you guys probably think I'm crazy because, I just have a huge collection surrounding this guy. Absolutely love watching him. Every time there's a game, I've got to catch some Kaprizov action out there. So, but yeah, moving on. This is one of the Young Guns I actually pulled in one of the videos I posted on here. Not gradable. It does have a little bit of roughness so in the cut, which is very common for canvas cards, but in any case, it was kind of cool to finally pull something. Of course, now we have the metal. I do have a couple other variations of the metal. Many of my cards, and I think even one of the metals, I cannot recall, but I have a stack that I have brought in for grading. So I am waiting for all that to come back, and whether or not I get some 10s or not, we'll see. A lot of it was from O-Pee-Chee Platinum, Of course, those cards are more likely to come back as 10s because it is better premium stock. So I would expect to see some good returns. But I will not have those back until maybe late September. So I'm waiting on that. But in any case, these ones I've put together sets, and these ones sit in the set in the box. So, of course, the prospects and the variant here that is a retro. This is kind of that reminiscent of the 1997 metal basketball. So one of my goals is I would love to find this in a PSA 10. Obviously, that's going to be very, very difficult because metal is so hard to get in a 10 with those cuts. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So I'm always keeping an eye out for a 10 if I find one. Going on to the net deposits. Of course, I picked up this at one of my favorite shops in Minnesota. You know who you are. Don't have to tell you that. And this was my lucky guy I pulled in a pack, which, again, you know, these are always hard to get with the canvas because the cutting on these is just never superior, especially when it comes to having these darker colors. Going on to the Black Diamond for 2021. Now, I've contemplated putting this set together. It would be really neat, and then of course I would like to get it framed. So I did open a ton of this stuff when it first released, and the crazy part is I did have to buy a few of them just to complete this set. But the idea here, of course, is that I would like to get this framed and have it displayed along with my jersey. So, you know, maybe if I did this set and then had this one down below it and framed it, that'd be pretty cool. I do also have the base card out of 349. If I recall, it was out of 349 for all the base of his rookie. So that was pretty cool to pull that. Onto the bigger fish. I do have one other large card that I'm waiting on from a grade. I actually submitted it just a few days ago. I was able to drop it off, so hopefully I should have that back in the next month. Yeah, moving on to one of my favorites, of course, is going to be my Emerald of the autoed Kirill. Technically not a precious metal gem, but you could kind of consider it that because this is out of 10. And as we know, all the PMGs were a total of 100 of them. The 90 of them were in red. The first 10 are in green. And there were two variants. There was this type that said precious metal gem in the corner. And then there was a full green variant of the PMGs as well. I haven't really seen the reds in that full variant, though. It was just 10 green. But in any case, yeah, this guy is numbered out of 10. It's 3 out of 10. It was in pretty good shape when I came across this at another local card shop. But I was still pretty happy to get the PSA 8 on these because, again, metal, everybody knows, is very, very difficult to get in high grade. This is technically only a population of one. I mean, with having 10 of them out there, I mean, I suppose that would probably be pretty accurate. But yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Now, the other one, of course, comes along one of the first videos that I posted in my channel. I had only got one box of the Ultimate Collection, and I got it for a really good deal. Not gonna lie, those things were like $329 when they released, $329. And I stopped at a shop here, and he had one last box of it, and he had like $209 on it, and I gave him a cash price of $200 right out of my pockets. And my buddy Matt, obviously you guys might have heard him in some of these videos. We tend to do a little battling, box battles, which is kind of fun. But he was giving me some crap about, just take a chance, dude. Like it's $200, just open it up, so I did. And of course I busted out the RPA out of 49. I think that it's like the gold variant. But yeah, it was a beautiful 3-color swatch there, and number 9 out of 49. I was pretty pleased to get the 8 on these two, because as we know, these thicker cards are very hard to get in a higher grade, and of course, having been worn doesn't mean that it was game worn, but still very cool and desirable card. Felt pretty lucky to pull that guy. The other one, of course, is what I consider my holy grail, and I wish I could get this in a PSA 10, but of course, again, it's very difficult. But it is my RPA of the Future Watch. Again, a great 3-color swatch there for this particular card, and numbered 46 out of 100, the gold. Of course, there's only 100 of these that exist, and I just feel like I got so lucky. If you guys watched the video on that one, it was pretty insane, but yeah, I mean, it's again worn by the player. So in any case, I mean, these are all basically going to be in my collection for at least a little while. Planning to try and get some way to like display them better. I'm in the process of moving, but at some point I will have a much better display setup like this, and yeah, so I just figured I would share my Kaprizov collection, and hopefully everybody out there is having a great week. Thanks for checking in. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, or whatever. But yeah, we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.